on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, and Courtney, and Zavern. We are RedoptionAgency.com. 21 years. Selling on eBay. All right. So, yesterday was all right. Money-wise is good, so I'm making more money per item like I wanted. And then overnight, my 10% off sale went off, so I decided I'm going to leave it off today. Since we're getting closer to Christmas, people are going to be buying. Well, should be buying. They like waiting till last minute on eBay and then saying, hey, where's my item? 2 days after you shipped it. 2 days after they ordered it, I should say. So, we're going to leave it off today. And then overnight, I had one of my repeat customers come in and buy $200 worth of hats. So that's going to definitely make me stick to no sale today, since I am already going to get $200 in on the day just from his order alone. So we'll see how the day plays out, leaving the sales off. But I got some items here I already pulled, and as I'm pulling, I'm walking, and I'm like, why ain't I filming? If I'm walking, I should be filming this. Correct. Because I got some pretty decent dollar items. Got a viewer buy, so thank you. Sent me an email, says her and her husband watch my videos, and they watched the unboxing one with Jan, and we pulled out Wonder Woman. She had to have it, so that's pretty awesome. So we'll come back to this. Let's go over to C13. I got to get an NSYNC sampler that sold for $45 for a cassette. Hell yeah, boy! NSYNC sampler C13. And I've decided, well, first off, since I'm working on clothes and stuff, I'm really liking these totes for clothes, because just like my file boxes I was doing, but they're bigger, they hold more, just like the file boxes. But it's so easy to pull the items out when I put them in like this. I literally came over here and pulled that dark blue shirt on first guess, and look how many darker clothes are in there. And I'm like, I think that's it. And it was right there. So I think I am going to, so today I've got to start breaking this down, because I've got like 3 more of these totes already filled with clothes. So I'm going to start stacking them here for right now. So I need to break the rest of this down, pull those clothes off that's probably not listed, get those relisted, start stacking them now, and then start to measure them and find out what will work good for shelving wise. But I got to figure out what I want to do, because I don't think I want to go all the way up, because they are heavy being their clothes. So I might get something that ain't so high, and then find another layer of boxes, certain size for the top, and just do like hats in the top row. So I've got to play around in my head a bunch of different things. When it comes to doing this kind of thing, I don't like moving quick. I like to kind of think things through, play it through in my head, see what works, what doesn't work. So for now, I got to break that down, move it out of the way, start stacking these there. It'll be a pain for a while, but that's all right. Yeah. But also I decided, after we get back over here, but anyway, this is the NSYNC sampler, promo sampler, so for $45. I think I decided that what I'm going to do for the next 2-week project is in my office with the glass cubes. I'm going to get everything. I'm moving my way from left to right, getting it all drafted and listed this week and probably into next week, because there's so much in there. Clear it all out so I can bring another whole load of stuff in. And then while I'm doing that, the top glass rows are my personal stuff I have displayed. And I've done this once before for a few items, but I probably still have it, store category for personal items. And I'm going to list my personal items with elevated prices. So somebody really has to want it more than I want it to buy it from me. I'm giving it its own store folder. It won't be promoted, and it will not be going on sale. Why would I do this? Well, if somebody wants something more than I do, that's money made, first off. Second off, it could drive people into my store. Like if I got like one of a kinds, or I'm thinking even I'm going to do my clothing too. Like a lot of people commented on my Saigon Kick shirt in my long video. That shirt alone would probably sell for a few $100s. So if I put that in my store at say $500, it's going to drive traffic into my store. Do I care if I sell it? No, because it's my personal shirt. If somebody wants it, it's going to take $500 to get it from me. You know what I mean? So there's no reason to not have everything I own up for sale. If somebody wants it more than me, they can have it more than me. Or if there comes a time where I go, you know what? I'm going to move this and just let it go. So 2 different ways to look at it. And it kind of feels like the whole, when I'm on vacation and I don't pack and I buy my clothes along the way and then I sell them when I get home. There's just a cool feeling about that. So to feel like I don't really own anything that's not for sale is kind of cool. So maybe even my personal, I don't know if I can put that up because I drew it. So, but just, I don't know, my guitars that I made, get those listed. Everything in my personal collection, get them listed. And if somebody wants them more than me, they can buy them. And what that would do too is open up the window for me to buy anything I wanted. Hey, if I want to buy this, $1,000 pair of shoes, not that I would do that these days. 10 years ago, I probably would have, but not that I would do that today. But if I wanted to, it's there because then I could wear it a couple of times and throw it back up for sale. Or, so I think that's where I'm going with it. Right, Furby? Right. So anyway, let's go backwards a little bit here. So we got the Latin karaoke cassette or CD sold for $5. We've got a rock and soul cassette sold for $4.50. We've got the shirt I pulled, the Big Dogs shirt, Just Do It Tomorrow. And what I've learned about stuff like this, you're like, ooh, can I sell that? Because they're parody stuff is usually okay as long as they're not copying it exact. Parody stuff is usually all right. So it kind of goes back to that company that Amazon had ended up buying that does a lot of parodies on like pop culture stuff for t-shirts and that. I had to email them one time and said, hey, have you guys ever gotten in trouble for making any of these shirts? Do they, cross over into copyright laws and stuff? And they emailed me back and said, parody stuff is usually pretty safe. So this sold for $18. We've got this fallen jewel case, New York City Marathon map. I found this at the bins. Glass was, I don't know, it probably didn't have glass in it. I was going to say glass is broken, but I don't think it had glass. Anyway, it's been in the store for a little bit, but it sold for $12. Then we got the Wonder Woman cube. Woohoo! She sold for $13.50. We've got, oh no, it's Mr. Bill. Like this was in my personal collection back in the day when I was collecting a lot of toys, Nightmare stuff and stuff. And I would go to like Spencer's and stuff like that and buy all their clearance toys way back when. So I bought that at Spencer's for $5, probably in the 90s, So ended up selling for $44. And then we got another one of those puzzles I found. This one I'm pretty sure was a Ben's one, this mosaic. Vintage 1969 puzzle. And it sold for $26. All right, let's see what's next here. We got a Sims game over in T57 and a Game Time hat in T86. So Sims 57 and 86. 57 and 86. $57 and $86. Two hands. Wait a minute, something's going on with that T57. I tried to find a PC game in there before and it wasn't in there? Was it the same PC game? Now I'm thinking about it, kind of, when I saw it sell, I'm like, I've sold that, didn't I? Something's going on with this Sims game and or this T57. Something's not right. Huh. Something's a little squirrely. And let me get this hat from up here. Yeah, I don't know what's... Huh. That's when the weird stuff like that bugs me. It makes no sense. I'm gonna have to check, make sure I didn't sell that once before, and that's what the reasoning is, and somehow it got relisted. All right, a game time hat. That sold for $10. There. Shelf 28. Lorcan. Sold for $10. Shelf 28. Lynn Lorcan. It's here somewhere. Maybe I passed it already. There it is. I gotta stop thinking when I'm looking for stuff. I always miss it when my mind's elsewhere. Like I'm thinking where that damn Sims, what happened with that Sims thing, and I can't pay attention. All right, this sold for $10. Show 45. Let's go get this Mountain Musher dog sled hat first and clear tote 106. Mountain Musher. And I'm gonna need two hands again. Mountain Musher dog sled rides hat. Speaking of dogs, puppy power. All right, this hat sold for $8. Pew. Shelf 45, 50 sock hop. K-Tel Records. Shelf 45. Hey, who's leaving their drinks down here? Adrian. All right, sock hop. K-Tel Records. And this sold for $9. $9. Shelf 62 Star Wars Trilogy box set. Shelf 62. Boom. Picked this up on that Good Media day over at the bins when I got all that good media. Even though these don't really sell for a lot, I'm not leaving behind. It sold for $10. $10. Make you holla. All right, small 2. We got a Mel pen. I'm still with Mel. We'll see it right off the top. It's big and red. That's not it. That's not it. Pull those guys out. I'm still with Mel. USWA. Got some kind of union thing. I do not know. Let's put those back there. Alright. Small 2. And this sold for $12.50. Crazy, huh? $12.50. That's why I grab those little things, man. They're cool as hell to sell. Makes you feel good. Makes you feel alive. What? Shelf 18. Kiki. Sold for $6. Shelf 18. Kiki. It's one of those hasting buys, so it's going to be down here. Kiki, where you at? Kiki. Kiki. Hey, Kiki, you're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my mind. Hey, Kiki. Hey, Kiki. Oh, these are right here. There we go. Girl, she is fine. Look at that boombox. She knows her vintage. Look at her later. She probably don't even know what that is. She probably had somebody set that up for her. Let's take this picture. What is this thing you're giving me here to take a picture with? Well, Kiki, that is a boombox. They were big in the 80s. They should have put one of the big ones, like the freaking back in the LL days with all the lights and stuff. It took like 20D batteries to run those puppies, and they only lasted like 12 hours. So for $6, I got like 12 of those left. Shelf is 66. R. Scott Cameron, I will glory in the cross. Shelf 66. Gimme. He's got sticky on there from a Goodwill sticker. All right, that sold for $11. $11. All right. Shelf 908 Menace by I Can Lick Any Son of a Bitch in the House. All right. Shelf 908. I can lick any son of a bitch in the house. All right. So that sold for $6, I believe. And that's pretty much it. So, Adrian did pulling last night, so I got tons of totes upstairs by the front door waiting to go out. So we're going to get these shipped up and shipped out. All right. There was something else I was going to say, and I got distracted by that Sims game. Oh, my next project. Since I always get, when I look up CT, for some reason on the phone or even on the computer, when I go to pull from CT, I get it mixed up with T and or vice versa, and I'm looking in the wrong box. I'm looking in T39 instead of CT39. So I'm going to start switching these over from CT to S. So they're going to be S39. So every time I take one up to top off, I'm changing the number to S's. So we're going to start that project so I can stop, because just those little goof ups, even if they're only a few times a week, they're taking a good 2 and 3 minutes from me each time. So they're robbing me of my time. So I'm going to start that transition over. So, all right. That was what I was thinking when I was looking for this. I got to figure out that Sims thing. It's bugging me. It's bugging me, I'll tell you. All right. Thanks everybody for watching this nice little short video, if you will. But hey, you got to see the puppies. That's worth it all by itself. It's your babies. What you doing there, girl? He's like, yes. You doing belly rubs while you're here? Oh, stretches. Oh, yes. That was a good one, Vern. You want belly rubs too? All right. All right, I gotta get off here and do my duty in the belly rub area. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Later. Oh, don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you a little tip real quick of what I like to do. When I have one of the most painstaking things, time-consuming things, if you will, if you don't have a lot of variations of boxes, is finding that perfect box for that perfect item. So I have this mosaic puzzle that I got stuffed with bubble mailers, but it will not fit in this box. So what I like to do is I grab a piece of just plain cardboard. So whenever I have scraps, I keep some scraps down there. But what I do is I put it on here and I kind of measure the box basically, and then I kind of score the box so that you can fold it over very nicely. Very neat. So I'm doing this with one hand, so it's easier with two. And biggity bam, and you can tape it all up very nice, and you got a little top. It's a Frankenstein box, but it works perfect and it's nice and quick. So There you go. A box tip from James. Boom, 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 boom. All right.